Hello, let's take a look at the weather across Europe, and it's dominated by a large area of high pressure which is sitting close to the UK, and that's dominating the weather really not just for the UK but for much of France, Germany, up towards Sweden as well, for instance. So a lot of dry settled weather for central and western parts of Europe with that high pressure around. Meanwhile, further east we've got the winds coming in from a bit of a northerly direction, so it's going to be cooling down for eastern parts of Europe, and in the southeast some heavy showers with low pressure lingering across Turkey, Greece too, rain at low levels but some heavy snow showers over the higher ground. It's also quite chilly across Greece and Turkey at the moment too. Heading our way further west through the Mediterranean, it's looking dry and settled for Spain, Portugal and France. Could be some overnight mist and fog lingering for quite a time for parts of Germany, towards Poland as well. Quite breezy conditions further north across Scandinavia for Norway and for Sweden at times too. No great change for Sunday, lots of dry settled weather for many areas, but we have got that cooler northerly air blowing in across parts of Eastern Europe, so temperatures will be dipping down there. So if we take a look at the outlook, first off for the likes of London and Paris, it's turning a little bit cooler through the coming week, perhaps some more wet weather arriving as we head close to the Christmas period. Some rain in the forecast later for Madrid as well, but it's turning much colder for Berlin and Moscow. Top temperatures here just -17 by Wednesday. Bye-bye. Hello there. After the recent stormy conditions we've seen moving across the Midwest, we're now seeing some showers and thunderstorms develop towards the Ohio Valley and down towards the northeast of Texas too. On this line you can see on the satellite image this weather front. Now that's dividing quite warm, moist air towards the southeast to colder air that's spilling in across central Canada and into the plains as well. We're going to be seeing some snow flurries across the northern Rockies over the next couple of days, so some wintry weather around there, and also blizzards for Quebec as we've still got a deep area of low pressure with some heavy snowfall and some really strong winds. They'll be gradually easing through the weekend. Meanwhile, the next area of low pressure moves in across British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest, bringing some rain and some snow over the higher ground here. Temperatures on the cool side down across California at the moment, but it should be staying dry here. Meanwhile, then, let's take a look at the outlook through the weekend. There'll be more wet weather to come for Vancouver and Seattle, clearing away by Sunday. Should be staying dry for San Francisco and for Los Angeles. Temperatures coming down a little bit here. Now, for Montreal and Toronto, it's looking like a dry, reasonably mild day, but it'll turn colder here through the weekend. As we move south, you can see those heavy downpours, a marginal risk of severe storms, thunderstorms certainly across the Ohio Valley towards northeast Texas. Here's the outlook then towards the east. It's turning much colder for Montreal, showers for New York and for Atlanta. Bye-bye. Hello, the forecast for Mexico, Central America and the Caribbean coming up in just a moment. But first off, we'll head to South America. Here's the satellite image. You can see all this cloud here across central and southern parts of Brazil, stretching up towards Bolivia. We've already had a lot of heavy rain here, and there's more heavy showers and thunderstorms to come. By the end of the weekend, some areas could have seen 200 millimetres of rain. That's enough to produce some flooding, potentially some landslides in the region as well. So plenty of tropical downpours through the Amazon basin up towards Colombia and Venezuela as well. Things looking drier further south though as we move across the likes of Uruguay into the north of Argentina. Temperatures will be on the rise in Argentina. Buenos Aires at around 30 degrees on Friday. We'll see a few showers, but central parts of Argentina and Chile both seeing things heating up. So here's the outlook then. Rio de Janeiro is looking a bit showery and unsettled, but it does look drier into next week. Buenos Aires should be staying dry with some sunshine and those temperatures are on the rise. 1 or 2 showers across some southern parts of Mexico and for the Yucatan Peninsula, but heavier downpours further south for the likes of Nicaragua, Costa Rica and for Panama too. A few showers across the Caribbean, but they'll be fairly light and short-lived showers as well across the likes of Cuba towards Puerto Rico. So for Havana, we're likely to see on and off showery rain, mostly dry for Kingston, at least until the middle of the coming week. Bye-bye. Hello, let's take a look at the weather forecast across Africa and the Middle East too. And we've got an area of low pressure which is sitting in the eastern Mediterranean, and that's going to be drawing in some fairly cool northerly winds across parts of North Africa. So temperatures for Egypt, towards Libya as well, for instance, below average for this time of year. And that cool air also reaching a bit further south for the likes of South Sudan towards Chad as well. Elsewhere, we've got some fairly heavy showers across parts of southern Africa, particularly towards the southeast. So for eastern South Africa, stretching up towards Botswana and Mozambique, some heavy downpours. A warm day, though, for Cape Town, certainly. Those temperatures in Cape Town will start to come down a little bit as we head through the second half of the weekend and on into next week. But Johannesburg looking a little bit drier and a touch warmer than it has been recently. Khartoum keeps the sunshine with temperatures generally in the mid to high 20s. It'll turn hotter through the course of the week here. Some scattered showers for Lusaka and quite a few showers in the forecast across the Middle East. You can see these heavy downpours pushing across the Levant, and then we've also got this area of low pressure pushing towards the Gulf. So some heavy showers across Kuwait in towards central Iran. Could be some snow over the highest ground there. And just ahead of this system, we've got some fairly gusty winds for Riyadh, for instance. So central Saudi Arabia could see some blustery conditions and lifted dust at times. More downpours to come for Beirut, but things look dry for Dubai. Bye-bye. Hello. Let's take a look at the weather across South Asia and Central Asia now. And things are looking pretty dry and quiet across the bulk of India at the moment. We've got clouds, as you can see on the satellite image, in the Bay of Bengal, and we may see a tropical depression forming and moving close to Myanmar during the coming week or so. But for the here and now, things are looking generally settled. Temperatures on the cool side for the time of year across central and northern parts of India into Pakistan as well. And we're seeing a few mist and fog patches lingering in the north through the course of Saturday. A few showers around too, particularly towards parts of Sri Lanka and for the Maldives as well. Moving our way meanwhile into Central Asia, and a few wintry showers moving into the north of Kazakhstan, but quite a lot of dry weather, not as cold as it has been for the likes of Nur Sultan, and reasonably mild too for Tashkent at 17 Celsius on Saturday. We've got a lot of sunshine as we move across Pakistan, but temperatures cooler than they have been recently, 26 degrees there for Karachi. Plenty of warm sunshine down the west coast of India, but then we're back into the showery theme for Mali. Colombo could see the odd heavier downpour on Saturday too. Dry and settled weather continues for West Bengal and across Bangladesh as well. So it is a dry, settled outlook for most of our featured cities. Colombo will continue to see some showers and some thunderstorms on and off for the next few days, but not as heavy or as frequent as they have been recently. Tashkent sees a return to plenty of showers around, and it becomes a little less cold for New Delhi. Bye-bye. Hello. Typhoon Rai has now moved across the Philippines. It weakened ever so slightly as it did so, but still produced winds of 130 miles per hour with higher gusts and several hundred millimetres of rainfall as that moved its way gradually westwards. It's now going to be pushing out into the South China Sea over the next 24 hours or so, where it's going to remain a strong typhoon before moving close to the coast of Vietnam and then curling up close to Hainan and Hong Kong as we head through this coming week. We've also seen a lot of heavy rain across parts of Indonesia, Malaysia too. There's more downpours to come for Singapore and across Malaysia. Meanwhile, quite cold weather still in place across the northeast of China into the Korean Peninsula and Japan, with a northwesterly wind here bringing snow showers even to low levels. It will turn a little bit less cold for Tokyo, Shanghai and also for Seoul over the next few days. Manila will lose that wet weather. It turns drier into next week. Now across Australia, the main theme is going to be the heat building. We've got heatwave warnings in force for the likes of Kimberley, Pilbara, stretching down towards Alice Springs. Very hot here, 43 Celsius on Saturday. Not quite as hot towards Perth with a few showers moving in. High pressure holding on for the North Island of New Zealand. Lots of sunshine here, but there'll be a bit more cloud pushing a few showers into the southwest of the South Island. So Sydney and Melbourne seeing a few showers over the next few days, but things looking dry in Perth. Bye-bye.